Hey, wonderful humans. So I'm coming to you from my couch feeling awful. Um, Everything just sort of hit me all of a sudden, and I realized that I I guess I realized that I feel like crap, and sometimes I don't give myself enough credit for the things that I have happen or that I'm doing. And then I suddenly just like crash super hard, and that's basically what's happening now. Like yesterday, I had my Botox injections for my migraines, and I get almost, it's like 40 shots, just under 40, like 38 or something shots. And I have like a really bad needle phobia, so it sucks. Like it sucks a lot. And I did that yesterday, and it hurts. It gives you a headache. And then it was so warm this week here, and then last night the temperature dropped and it snowed overnight. So it was 70. It was in the 70s all week, and then it snowed overnight. So I woke up to snow, and now it's like cold and windy and awful out, which is just the worst combination ever for like arthritis and fibromyalgia and any type of inflammation condition that gets triggered by barometric pressure changes. So my body's just like not having it. Um, and then like this morning, I had to go see a new specialist because I'm having all these sinus issues, and you may have noticed in my videos that I'm like constantly sniffling like right now, and it's because I have had what appears to be a sinus infection since November, and I've tried 3 different antibiotics and they haven't helped. They've made no change in the condition, and I've had really severe chronic sinus infections before, lasting like, I think the longest one was a year and a half or something, like crazy, that just like wouldn't respond to anything. I couldn't treat them. So my immunologist, because I do have primary and common variable immunodeficiencies, so like I have immune deficiencies. So my immunologist was like, all right, we need to take a further look into this. And he sent me to this, I don't know. I thought that my immunologist was an ear, nose, and throat specialist, but this guy is like a specialist of that. He's like a sub-specialist of a specialist, so I don't know, whatever. He took a camera and like scoped inside my sinuses today, and they like sprayed, it was so weird. They like sprayed this numbing spray, so like a nose spray. And I've had really severe allergic reactions to medications before, like Dystonic. No, Dystonic's not the right word. I can't remember what it was called right now. But I like basically have almost what's a seizure because of these allergic reactions to these medications. And the nurse is all, you probably won't be allergic to this. And so then my anxiety totally spikes because she just mentioned the word allergic, because I'm already like PTSD from that shit. That's a story for another time. That was a really effed up night. But so anyway, it was fine. They were super cool. They were actually a very wonderful office. I liked them both very much. But so she numbed my sinuses, and then he like shoved a camera up there, but like it wasn't really that numb. Like it didn't hurt, but you could feel it. It was very weird and violating feeling. And then like, yeah, whatever. So I have to get a CT scan to see if my sinuses are deformed or if there's like an infection hiding like somewhere up in here, because he didn't see anything too severe. So like they don't think he's like, I don't know if it's an infection. They don't know. So now we have to like look deeper. But yeah, I just like, I don't know. It's crazy sometimes. I don't give myself credit for like the things that I have to do. I just feel like, oh, I should be able to go on and just have a regular rest of my day and do all the normal things that people do. Even though, like, on a good day, I can't do all the normal things a person does, I'm just like, oh, I just had, like, a camera shoved up my nose and now have to get like a CT scan to see if I have a like weird rare infection hidden in my sinus cavities. But like, it's fine, no big deal. It's just an average Friday. Like, WTF. This reality can be so weird sometimes, you guys. Like, it can be so weird. It really can. I don't know. Like, when that becomes normal, I don't know. When like you're you're able to have a strategy and skills to just like leave your body for a minute, and when you're in the like I just it's to be I don't know, to have to do so many treatment, like I don't know, there's so many things that happen and I get poked and prodded so often, and it just sometimes is like, what the F, man, like weird. That's all. I just I don't know. It's like cool to be able to be positive and strong through all of it. I'm grateful that I have those skills and that I have had practice and I've learned how to have those skills. But it also like kind of bums me out sometimes that that's something that I've had to get good at. Um, Nobody wants to be good at having invasive medical things. Like nobody should have, that's not anyone's ideal life, I guess. Or I don't know of anyone who it's their ideal life to have to be comfortable with and familiar with and able to deal with having um, needles and injections and in IVs and shots all the time, and then tons of testing and blood draws and just like weird invasive medical things, and like, oh my lord, the amount of people who track every pound I gain or lose is so ridiculous to me. And I'm just like, ugh, sometimes you just feel like a meat slab or just like a, I don't know, it can just be so overwhelming. But I don't know. It's the hand I was dealt, so I'm gonna play the hell out of it. But I don't really like poker. So fuck that. I'm terrible at poker. I'm good at cards though. I'm just a bad liar, so poker's not really my game. It does get easier though. Like, that's for real. That's for real, for real. Even though it sucks right now, and I'm exhausted and feeling bummed out and sorry for myself, and I'm just like, oh my god, my skin is like so busted looking, and I'm so just like, bleh. It's easier than it was 10 years ago or 12 years ago or, even 5 years ago. It's so much easier because I have had the practice and like I figured out a lot of stuff that I didn't know to do, and I've learned coping skills, and I've learned ways to make situations run more smoothly and to make myself more comfortable. And yeah, it's way easier than it was back then. So I guess that's the bonus, is I've learned how to just accept it and be like, all right, like fuck this, but let's do it. Um, Instead of pretending like it wasn't happening or getting like really panicky, because like that didn't really help. Yeah. So that's cool, I guess. Not, I guess, that's for sure cool. I'm not going to guess that. I'm going to definitively statement that that's cool, that it's easier. That means it probably will continue to get easier, no matter what happens to my body, because that's not really the point. It's not about our body. It's about our experience on this earth. And, like, yeah, our body's the vessel, but we can have all kinds of experience. Like, everybody has different experiences. No two experiences on this planet are the same anyway. So to say, like, because I'm sick, I'm not having a normal experience, like, well, what is a normal experience? I don't know anyone who, like, I don't know anyone who could answer that question. And so you're having your experience. Like, this is my version of life. And so, all right, let's just like do it up. This is my version. For better or for worse. Some people's versions are like pretty rad. And I'm kind of jealous. But mine's pretty rad too. It's definitely unique. It's never boring. So, I'll take it. Yeah.